Hi, welcome back to my YouTube channel. This is your first time here. Welcome. My name is Vicky. On this channel, I do food reviews, and sometimes I do break down ingredients on food labels. So today, in front of me is a variety of sandwiches, breakfast sandwiches actually to be precise, from different fast food chains. I am a breakfast person. Intermittent fasting is not for me. I just love a good breakfast because it just gets me up and going, and in the morning I crave it. So today, instead of making myself breakfast, I've decided to put the fate of my breakfast in the hands of these different fast food companies. So here we have egg and cheese biscuit. We have Chick-fil-A here. Then we have Hardee's. And I snuck myself a chicken drink from McDonald's because their caramel frappe is to die for. And I can't go there for breakfast without getting this guy, even though they serve it all day long. This is just an absolute must every time I'm at McDonald's in the morning. And then Wendy's. I never really go to Wendy's for anything because I'm a McDonald's or Chick-fil-A kind of person. If I'm not getting one of those two, then I'm not getting anything. So this is Wendy's. Never had their breakfast before, so I'm curious as to what this would taste like. And then we have McDonald's. Trust me, it took everything in me to not get the sausage, egg, and cheese McGriddle because the McGriddles are to die for. They're so good. Like, there is nothing else like it. No one can even replicate it because it's just unique and it's done to perfection. And I just love every bit of it. Last but not least, White Castle. I think I've only eaten at White Castle once, and I've never actually eaten there ever again, not for breakfast, not for dinner, not for lunch. I just never go there. But today we have the exception to the rule, a sausage, egg, and cheese slider, because for some reason they don't have biscuit. What's up with that? Anyways, let's begin. So I already know which one I like, so I'm just gonna go with the one I bought first because it's probably cold by now. Look at that thing of beauty. It's so good. Okay, first up is Hardee's. This is what it looks like. They actually did offer to give me jelly, and I was like, no, I'm just gonna go in straight. So let's see if I made the right decision. Oh, it's heart-shaped. Is this for Valentine's? Stop it. No, stop. Am I losing my mind, or is this heart-shaped? Is it? I did not even think that anyone was gonna do this, but talk about, wow, spreading the love for Valentine's Day. What? They made it heart-shaped. I was like, why is it big and heavy? Look at that. It's hard. Oh, I love you guys. Thanks for watching. This is what it looks like. This is the sausage. The cheese is MIA, but I think it's just egg and sausage and biscuit. They don't have cheese. They just have egg. It's okay. So for it being okay, I'm gonna give it 6 out of 10. I think it's a little bit dry. I see why they offered me the jelly. I just felt like it was an odd pairing because I don't put jellies on my breakfast egg and cheese sandwich, you know? So I just felt like it wouldn't go well, but I can see why they have that. I wish they had cheese, which is missing in this whole concept. Let me see, is this supposed to be in there? Or it's just sausage, egg, biscuit, okay. There's no cheese. I just feel like it needed cheese, which they've refused to put on there because it's not part of their menu item. And I felt like the meat was a little bit on the dry side. The egg was okay, but I felt like it needed some sort of sauce to bring it together, which I understand. That's why they wanted to give me the jelly, and I said no. But I just don't like sweet, unsavory. I struggle with that concept. So overall, for the heart shape, 6 out of 10. And for the whole thing as a whole, just giving it 6. But I wish they had cheese, or I wish the meat wasn't as dry, and I just wish they had a sauce in place of the cheese if they didn't want to use the cheese. But overall, not bad. I like the crust of the biscuit. I thought it was buttery, it was flaky, it was not too dry, it was decent. That's all I have to say for Hardee's. And then I think the next one I got on my journey was Chick-fil-A. So let's look at Chick-fil-A and see if they'll make me a heart stew. Oh wow. You know, when they have cheese in there, it just makes, just look at that cheesy mess. So that's what Chick-fil-A looks like. It's got a lot going for it. The biscuit looks flaky. The cheese, not bad. You can still tell it's a cheese. The meat doesn't look dry. It's still kind of warm. I got this a little while ago, but let's see. It's not heart-shaped. I'm heartbroken. Just kidding, I'm not. Wow, it's got a good weight to it. It's kind of heavy. So there's sausage, there's egg, and there's cheese. Let's see. The flavor of the biscuit. The butteriness of it, the softness, the mouthfeel of it. It just goes, you know? Then the egg and the cheese, just right ratio, well done. And the sausage, the flavor. You can even see the peppers in there. The flavor coming through that sausage, are you kidding me? It's so good. Overall, I could finish this whole thing. I could even order like 5 of it, but let's pace ourselves. I was very impressed with that. I've never had this before. I know chicken is the thing. When it comes to Chick-fil-A, no one can fight them in that chicken segment. They've got it down pat. They've just, like, cars wrap around the building at lunchtime that when I go there for lunch, I'm always worried that that's 30 minutes of my time I'm gonna lose, and I have to accept that because they're that good at what they do. But breakfast, they're not missing out. They're not doing a bad job. Sausage is really not their thing, but they nailed this one, and I'm very impressed. And for that, I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10. Why am I taking the 0.5 out? I don't know. I just don't want to give it a perfect score. 9.5 out of 10. There you go, Chick-fil-A. And the price for that one was $4.38, and the one from Hardee's was $4.82, tax included. So we're gonna go with McDonald's. So it's kind of got a weight to it too, which is nice. We love a good weight situation. What did I say about cheese? Hardee's, pay attention. Look at what your mates are doing. So there's cheese in there. So that's it. So you got the sausage, the egg, the cheese. Not bad. McDonald's, going in. So here's the thing, McDonald's. The whole thing, it's really good. I think the cheese is a little bit on the salty side. I struggle when the cheese is kind of like too salty. I did prefer the flavor in the Chick-fil-A better than the one in McDonald's, but McDonald's tastes way better than Hardee's. It's not too dry. I like the biscuit. It's buttery, it's soft, it's flaky. It's really what you expect from a biscuit that is nicely well done. I really, really like it, but just because it's not as good as the Chick-fil-A, because right now Chick-fil-A is kind of like up there, I would give it an 8 out of 10. 8 out of 10, still nicely done. The flavor is probably not as amazing and knock you out of the water like Chick-fil-A, but better than Hardee's for sure. 8 out of 10. It's still good. I mean, I'll buy it, I'll eat it. And then next to Wendy's. Let's see. Oh wait, price. Price for McDonald's is, they charge me for cheese? McDonald's, I thought it was all together. Why did you write it on your menu as sausage, egg, and cheese biscuit? Or did you charge me for the cheese? I know we're in a recession, but come on. I'm upset. It's 90 cents for the cheese. It's 90 cents for the cheese. I need to chill. I really need to chill. Sausage, egg, biscuit plus cheese. So that's $4.89 plus 90 cents. Okay, let's move on to Wendy's. Let's open her up. Sausage, biscuit, shelled egg. This is what it looks like. It's got some height to it. It's got some weight to it. Okay. You know what? I must say this that I didn't say about the other guys. I love their egg. The egg it tastes like the egg that I would make in my pan right here. It just tastes so true to type. And when I say it tastes so true to type, it tastes like something that, like, if you made it in your kitchen, it would taste like this. You know, like if you didn't mix the egg, you just poured it in a pan with oil in it, it would taste exactly like that. It's really competing really high in the flavor department compared to like Chick-fil-A. It's really up there for me. The only thing I'm upset about is the fact that there's no cheese. It's like, why? But I can see that they don't need it because without the cheese, it doesn't feel too dry. The bread is still like flaky, buttery, soft. Like the whole thing is just like not too dry, because that cheese kind of helps to like give it something to like hold on to, where like the layers kind of cling to each other. Still not bad for what it is. And I'm gonna give it a 9 because where's my cheese? I need cheese. I'm just saying, I need cheese. But the flavor, on point. Very close to like Chick-fil-A, maybe even better than Chick-fil-A, but I'm just ducking points for lack of cheese, but not bad. Seriously, not bad. Next, last but not least, White Castle. So these guys, for some reason, they don't make biscuits. They only make sliders because that's their thing. They're all about the sliders with everything. So it might be a little bit tiny. So cute. Wendy's ran me $3.73. I mean, there's no cheese, so better not be charging me $4. Just kidding. Now moving on to White Castle, I'll just tell you the price right now, $2.29. I think that was the cheapest out of all the ones I got. It's so cute. I forget the fact that like White Castle like is all about that like cuteness. Look at it. It's so cute. That's what it looks like. It's so small. I just don't know, it's so small. I just find it so funny. So that's what it is. It's not as heavy as the other guys, obviously, because this is supposed to be a slider, you know, like just small, quick, fast. They have cheese, they have sausage on a slider. That's what it looks like. I think I'm gonna like their egg because the way they did their egg is kind of similar to the way Wendy's did their egg. So I do like that. But let's dive in and see if it's as good as I hoping it would be. I wanna say I know my spices, which I might be wrong. Disclaimer, I might be wrong. I think there's a lot of rosemary going on in there, but they're not scared to use spices, I'll tell you that. It doesn't have that like peppery kick punch to it like Wendy's does or like Chick-fil-A does. But when it comes to spices, I can tell you right now, they're not scared to use spices. They're not scared to give you flavor. The rosemary, if I'm wrong, I accept it, but I think it's pulling a little bit of too much rosemary for me. Still not bad. A tad dry because the meat is kind of like very thin. It's a tad dry. It's not as juicy. The cheese was it there? Was it not? It was very meh, but it wasn't really doing what I needed it to do. It wasn't creamy, pulling everything together the way I wanted it to. But truly, truly not bad for what it is. But being a slider and being this petite, I don't think it's actually bad. Would I buy this again? I don't know. But I felt like because I could get so much rosemary, maybe. I feel like I'm gonna dock points for that just because I felt like it was overtaking the whole thing. I just wish they had a biscuit. I really wish they had a biscuit, which they don't have, and that's fine, to each their own. You wanna like stay true to your identity. You're all about the sliders. It's your thing. I respect it. Overall, just because like buns tend to be like dry, you know, like that's the problem. And this ones are like buttery, flaky, flavorful, melts in your mouth. And I think for that reason, I'm gonna give this a 7 out of 10. It's not a bad product. It's just like, I wish the cheese was doing more than it is, because I can tell you right now that this is a very, very thin slice of cheese. And I would know that because I'm a food scientist and I'm working in a lot of different companies. Don't find my resume. Value for money, not bad, $2.29. Might not buy again just because I want a biscuit. It's breakfast, I want a biscuit. There's flaky, there's buttery, there's soft, there's tasty, there's flavorful. It's all I'm asking for. So 7 out of 10 for that. Overall, what was my favorite one? Chick-fil-A. Chick-fil-A was my top one. Value for money was there. Flavor was there. I just like the weight of it. I do like the delicate touch from Hardee's with the heart-shaped breakfast, egg sausage, cheese, a biscuit. I'm trying to remember my order. I do like the fact that they made it into a heart shape. Wasn't expecting that. Didn't even think that was gonna happen. And it was just an element of surprise, and I really like that. So I really like that extra touch and just being aware of what's going on, which I appreciate a lot. So my top one, Chick-fil-A. My second in line, no other one but Wendy's. Seriously, I wasn't expecting that from Wendy's. Now I feel like I have to go to Wendy's and try more stuff from them because the flavor was bang on, spot on. They were not afraid. They were not afraid to play in this category of breakfast items, and they knocked it out of the park. McDonald's, you would always have a spot in my heart. Wasn't my fave, but still decent. So I'm gonna put it in the third spot just because you had a little bit more flavor going on. You had the cheese. You just like were really, you know, in there, ready for the take-in. So I gotta give it the third spot. Overall, not bad. They're all less than $5, which is a steal. You get a lot for what you're paying for. I think you should try them. And if you tried any of this, let me know what you think in the comment section down below. And if you've not subscribed already, please subscribe, comment, and like this video. And I will see you in the next one. And that's all for me today. Bye.